This is now becoming controversial because everyone is saying, I want to run the pictures there once again. I mean, what's going on? The Congress party losing its nerve? Congress party losing its nerve, Abhishek?
Prime Minister is just walking down to his car.
Yeah, what's the problem?
It's absolutely defendable. But it seems that the Congress party is trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. They are trying to get back at the election commission actually rather than the BJP.
They've lost it actually.
Any political party can approach the EC to request to not to show, but he's also a voter and a citizen of the country.
Well,
there is no bar on a voter from walking to the polling booth and walking out of a polling booth.
Back to
you
his
cannot
car.
blame him.
He's walking back to his car.
I don't
but
think.
As I said,
it
seems that the Congress party is just trying to hit at the election commission rather than Narendra Modi.
Wait. Controversy breaks out. Controversy breaks out. Controversy breaks out. A controversy breaks out, and we will get an update right now. We'll get an update right now from the newspaper as well.
Because I thought at the first phase, Congress was very cocky.
Yeah.
And suddenly I see from this morning, Congress is losing its cool. I think it's getting
and
nervous.
that day they said that the
EVMs
are being connected to the Bluetooth. That is what they did that day. They had an EVM ka bahana. Now today they are going after the election commission.
Sudden loss of nerves.
As if on cue, both Hardik and Congress, they have been kind of backtracking a bit over the last 10 days.
One more thing on the voter turnout. While on the Republic, you now have 12 noon figures coming out. On a lot of other channels, you have the WPI index and the air quality index being shown.
As far as voter turnout is concerned, Banaskantha 26% voter turnout till 12 noon. So it's moving very fast right now.
Quite fast.
And the controversy right now is that the Congress party has attacked the Prime Minister for that walk and says, and we run the pictures, full frame has said that the Prime Minister broke the election rules. We'll see how the entire controversy is panning out on Twitter. We'll go to our newspaper in just a bit. But I feel right now that this is completely absurd, because what happens is the Prime Minister actually lands there, and as he lands there, he walks to a certain distance. What we'll do is we'll get Prema, who's on the ground, to do a walkabout from the area where the Prime Minister left to where the Prime Minister got into his car. It's not a long distance, but the Prime Minister was hardly running. He was walking very slowly.
So what should
and there is
so according to the
Bhai
Tell us which clause has been violated. Can a voter not walk out of the car and walk into the polling booth and walk out? You can maybe at best say that don't show it, don't air it, but you cannot say Prime Minister violated. Did he get the cameras himself? Has he hired the cameras? What are you talking?
Was he carrying a symbol?
Which clause says that the Prime Minister or any minister cannot walk into a polling booth and walk out of a polling booth and meet the voters, and they may be his villagers. He's a voter there. These are his people. He may have personal relationship connections. When we go out to vote, when we get in, we meet people. When we get out, there is such laughter. It's an occasion. It's the day of democracy.
This is the biggest controversy of the day going viral right now, Priyanka. Everyone's criticizing why the Prime Minister was walked up to his car. Having covered Gujarat, how do you view this? And what's happening around you? In Meghani Nagar, are you still at Meghani Nagar? Are you still at Meghani Nagar? And what's the voter turnout there? And how is this controversy being read there?
Well, the Congress really, criticizing the Prime Minister for this entire walk up to this his polling station seems to be, losing this entire thing. I mean, what is the problem in them actually going out and voting? And right now, Arnab, I'd just to tell you, I'm still at Ghatlodia here. That is the Anandiben Patel's constituency. And, this is a BJP stronghold. People are not really taking this entire controversy very well. They don't want the Congress to really have this negative narrative saying that the Prime Minister is violating the MCC. Of course, they're saying that this is a weak defense by the Congress party as of now, because like you were earlier also talking about, and we had Prema also there at Ranip, where she was also talking to a lot of people, and we obviously got a sense that there is an emotional connect with the Prime Minister here in Gujarat, and one of the guests have also pointed it out that, one very crucial aspect of it is that the Prime Minister has a very strong connect with the people of Gujarat, as and when he comes and talks to them, as and when he comes and interacts with them, people want to come and get a glimpse of him. So of course this entire controversy of the Congress is not being having a disconnect with the people of Gujarat. They're not really taking this well, claiming that that the Prime Minister has come down to Gujarat, and in fact it's a spectacle for them. They're saying that this is the first Prime Minister who's come down to Gujarat and cast his vote.
I want to know what is the Prime Minister expected to do after casting his vote? Is he expected to vanish? Or is he supposed to crawl? Is he supposed to put a mask on his face, Deepthi and Sakai?
Perhaps he can
say,
be
please don't look at me. Because if you see me, I might influence your voting decision.
What we saw Hardik Patel doing, remember when he met Rahul Gandhi at that hotel and hiding his face? But this is the Prime Minister. Why should he be hiding his face at all?
Well, Arnab, yeah. So the Prime Minister cast his vote from inside this polling booth and he walked out. This is the pathway that leads to the road, Arnab. Here is a crowd. We were given to understand that the Prime Minister was standing in the queue with a lot many people and waiting to cast his vote. And finally, when his turn came, he walked inside that polling booth, booth number 3, and he cast his vote, Arnab. And this is the entire pathway that leads to the road. So this is the school, this is the Nishan school. Here are the people who are standing, who are waiting in this queue to cast their votes, and this is exactly the same place where the Prime Minister walked and he went inside to cast his vote. And let me also take you outside this area, Arnab. This is the place, this is the exit. In fact, this is the exit to the road, and that is the entrance. Arnab, what you're seeing there is the entrance. That is the place from where the Prime Minister entered. This is a school. As you can see around me, there is a playground here. There is a playground here. The Prime Minister was here for some time. He was meeting a couple of party leaders here near this playground, and then he walked right there inside this school, which has been turned into a polling booth, and that was booth number 3 where the Prime Minister cast his vote. Now let me take you to the exit of this entire place. This is where the Prime Minister exited, and when he exited, Arnab, he was welcomed by thousands and thousands of people on both sides of the roads. On the left side, there were several thousands of people, and on the right side, as you see, there is a temple there. There were several people, and it's here that the Prime Minister came. It's here, right here. This is the spot where the Prime Minister came and pointed his index finger and showed it to the people. He showed the victory sign to the people and told the people that he's cast his vote. And here is that road, Arnab. Here is the road where the Prime Minister's cavalcade was there. He was walking from here. That entire stretch, Arnab, the road that you can see there, the entire stretch, Prime Minister walked and he greeted people who were there on both the sides of the road. He spoke to a couple of people, and then his cavalcade followed him. And then he left this spot, Arnab, in Ranip, in the Nishan High School.
That's actually not a long stretch at all. I mean, if Rahul Gandhi is now complaining, and that's the breaking news story of the day, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry right now, but the breaking news story of the day, Rahul Gandhi is attacking the Prime Minister for walking.